What up, everyone? It's time for my streams again, as always. Um, yes, as a title, this is another attempt of a Gameshow stream since I tried like twice for the past week or so, but it didn't end up well as first thought. First was about video games, but Malachi wasn't unable to show up, so he asked me to delete that stream. So, and the second one that was supposed to be last week, well, no one basically, except for Cody and Cody Darkhawk and Game Guy show up. But since Cody left, he said he would be back, but he never returned. So that stream never happened. So that one was supposed to be Native American mythologies. But now I don't know if many of you knows about uh, this particular series, a sci-fi show called Stargate, which is um, it multiple different series. Well. Is it my favorite organized crime, brothers?
Organized. I can't say organized for shit. More like disorganized crime. Anyway, what's this all about? Stargate. They made gates out of stars? My god, technology.
Actually, it's an alien technology, like a ring that's like an alien transportation.
It's a TV show, is what it actually is.
Yeah, even a movie. The
They made
first
a
movie,
movie.
yeah, the first movie came out '94, but it's not directly has not much any involvement of their actual series since they're not the same makers of that one. This franchise is actually consists of four total series. Others are sequels. One is a prequel. The prequel is like a web series. There is one, an animated cartoon version, but it's um, it's not considered as canon. So I didn't include much about that question, but well, Hayden said he would be here, but he hasn't showed up yet, and so yeah, what you guys been doing though?
Nothing much.
Get a load on it.
Now look, it's everyone's favorite. Oh. It's everyone's.
Star Wolf.
It's everyone's favorite. It's everyone's favorite amnesiac person, Malachite. Can't remember what his own name is. It's like
Yeah,
1,000 different names.
you know, even though the thing I shown on Discord, like over 12, the 20th happiest country in the world, and like seriously, it's crazy. Like number one is Finland, which I already knew, but according to the one that I did show first, US was only number four, but the other one I did find is actually on number 15, and Sweden is on the sixth. Not surprising that US on the 15th place. It's I would say an unsafe place to live in. As Walter from Jeff Dunham's Off the Map, like people are really crazy for guns. So they're like, I mean, U.S. has basically almost no strict gun laws. I mean, almost anyone is able to get a gun. I mean, even like in Texas, that's it's crazy. In I know at least UK, where it's almost impossible that is possible to have to own a firearm, but it's not as easy as it's not as common as in the US. The laws are more stricter, and in Sweden, it's a lot stricter. Like in the US, you can actually carrying like a concealed firearm, but here you can't. In the US, you can walking around in the public with a pocket knife if there's a blade from 5 or maybe it's 7 inches. But if you want to walk around here with one that length, if someone caught you, the knife will be confiscated. You will get serious fine or perhaps even, well, some jail sentence because that is considered as a it's dangerous. That include uh, axe, saws, knives, you name it. In fact, an old friend of mine, he had a neighbor. He walked around, threatened around with a knife to people. Yeah, so that's crazy. Well, Brony is here.
Mm.
Well, looks Hayden isn't showing up. Malkite, are you gonna play or just gonna watch?
Mm.
I see your piece playing. Well, where's mine? Oh, right. Hold on.
Because before we start, there is actually something I would like to show. It's something I actually have been working on for the past few months. Uh, I have mentioned this before on Discord. I have been working on this new auto series, and I actually worked on the first trailer to this new series.
Orange.
Mm.
And so I wanted to show that first before we start, which it isn't really long. It's just about less than a minute.
Wait, what is?
I've been working on this new audio series, the script for it, for the past few months. I did make a trailers like about the series, the new audio series for my channel, and I would like to show this as first trailer of this new audio series that's gonna be before we start.
Alright.
It's only like less than a minute long, so on.
Mm.
It's a work in progress.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
Mm.
I only had made so far came up with this 9 chapters gonna be. So far, I only made worked partially on the seventh chapter. But so yeah, let's see what you guys' knowledge of this series is. I've seen the series for a number of years now. Have fun.
Oh boy.
Who's gonna play with who now here?
Mm.
I mean, that depends if Malachi's gonna play or
I I might as well, since I am here already.
Yeah, and our friendly traffic light hasn't arrived yet, so. Traffic light? I don't know. I couldn't come up with anything.
yeah,
Anyway,
Mr.
I
Sparkle's
got now.
Moon Snowball.
Oh,
Brownie.
Huh?
Who do you want to play with?
Maybe game guy.
I wanted to play with Game Guy. I was half expecting that.
Malachite or Star. Who do you want? Who do you want to play with?
Uh, I guess. I think try several for me. I guess I can do. I can go along with Roy.
All right. So the first is Brownie and the Game Guy going first on this.
Well, if
Okay.
they're going first, I need to be beneath Brony.
I won't forget you, bro. Don't worry, you got your own D20 and everything. You'll be fine.
Sa highlight na.
Okay. So are you guys ready though for the first question?
I guess.
Sa
Number one.
highlight na.
Number one. In what year was Stargate Command formed? A. 1997. B. 1992. C. 1995. Or D. 1999.
D final?
What?
I said D.
D. All right.
Mine B.
Brownie, what is? B is for. Wait, you said D or B?
B.
B. B as a ball.
Mhm.
B and D. Wrong. It's actually A. Not 7. Number 2. In which U.S. state are Stargate Command headquarters located in? A. North Dakota. B. Hawaii. C. Colorado. Or D. Washington.
I need my D20.
Um. Can you repeat the choices?
North Dakota, Hawaii, Colorado, or Washington.
I'm going with D.
Um. I'm gonna go on a limb with C.
Roy, you said D.
I said D, yeah.
D, wrong. C, ding, 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 correct. It's actually Colorado.
All
It's
right,
actually
I'm.
lo-
I'm
it's
okay.
actually located in a well-known Cheyenne mountain, uh, a military. I believe it's called. Oh man, but it's located as the well-known like a fallout shelter. No, wait, it's actually part of NORAD. NORAD, what it's called. It's different names, but just ended. Sure down. Okay, number three. How many SG teams were created when the SGC was first formed? A. 8. B. 10. C. 18. D. 12.
I'm gonna go with D.
12?
Yep.
Same.
Brony, what do you? 12? Wrong. It's actually 10. B. Right. Number four. When Jack O'Neill was chosen to be the first leader of the flagship team SG-1, what rank did he have? A. Lieutenant. B. Major. C. Captain. Or D. Colonel.
D. Why do we keep getting D's? I don't know.
D.
Yeah.
Uh, that would be Colonel, but wonder where Starry's guy, or that was I call him, um, Moon, Moonwolf.
Moonwolf is a pretty good name, to be honest.
Yep.
I do
Well,
like
since
Arcade and Star Brilliance. That's really good.
since he is not, he's muted and hasn't responded in private, so use a D, Colonel. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's
Yep.
actually Colonel. Number five. Trick question. Has Jack O'Neill been cloned? Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Ding ding ding. Correct. He has cloned. He was actually cloned by an Asgard, which is a part of an alien race. The Asgard can actually clone a person as mature, the same age as the other person was cloned from. But slight problem is in the process, he ended up as a teenager. He ended up being a full grown. First hard question, number six. Stargate Command's main enemy was an alien race called Goa'uld. They looked like a snake. Uh, you didn't for a moment. The Goa'uld are like they look like a snake-like creature that can take over a human body. But how did he enter the body? A. Through the mouth. B. Through the stomach. C. Through the neck. Or D. Through the back, like along the spinal cord.
Um,
I'm gonna go with A.
B.
A and B. Wrong. It's actually C. Through the neck. Uh, this might be a little bit. This it looks like a
And
snake.
sorry if I wasn't here for number four. My mom decided to be a smart ass and call my own phone from the living room.
Wow, pain. As I said, the Goa'uld is like a snake-like creature. Um, it has like its mouth opens with almost like I would hard to describe, but its mouth can open quite big and has like almost like claws and literally digs through the night from the neck and crawls around. This literally takes over the person's mind because they do that because they want to be seeing the host being like seeing this reminded of happened. So, but they can go through the mouth as well, if wanted to be fighting a different way. Okay, which of the Goa'ulds were the main leader of the Empire? A. Ra, B. Baal, C. U, or D. Cronus. As a heads up, the Goa'uld they took the name or persona of gods, not only in like Egyptian, but basically any other mythologies like Japanese, I believe even Native American, but there's a lot of different gods. So is it Ra, Baal, Ju, or Cronus?
I'm gonna go with B.
You could Baal?
Yep.
Oh, wait. Brownie, what do you go for?
Cronus. Cronus.
Cronus?
Mhm.
Wrong. B, was actually A, Ra. He was the first one to discover Earth. Okay, number 8. When were the Goa'uld Empire founded? A. 8500 BC, B. 2500 BC, C. 22,000 BC, or D. 19,000 BC.
Give us that point because Brony got it right.
Yeah, I think no, none of you get right on the first one, on number 7.
Oh, he went with A, didn't he?
No, he said Cronus.
Oh, did he? No, that's not bad. We don't get that point. Good thing I didn't press enter. Hear that,
Yeah.
guys? I'm also gonna go with B. I feel like we keep getting the same numbers. I got a 6.
What's choices?
Or I mean, 10. Sorry, I don't know why I said 10.
8500 BC, 2500 BC, 22,000 BC, 19,000 BC.
I'm going with B.
I will say C.
B, wrong. C, ding, 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 correct. It was their empire was formed 22,000 BC, and they literally controlled majority of the whole galaxy. They literally abandoned their own home planet in order to do this, but it took time. Okay, number 9. From which U.S. state were Jack O'Neill born in? A. Illinois, B. Georgia, C. Vermont, or D. California?
Alright. I need my dice. Can you stop giving me D's?
Jeez.
Alright. D, final. I think it keeps giving me D's and B's.
What do you say?
I'll go with D.
D. California,
A.
Yeah.
and you go with A, probably.
Mm-hmm.
D, wrong. A. Illinois, ding, 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 correct. It's actually A.
Yoshalaki.
Number 10, a trick question. Were the alien race ancients originally from the Milky Way galaxy, yes or no?
Yes. I'd say yes.
No.
No, ding, 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 correct. It's actually no. They are actually humanoid, like human appearance. The fact is, they created the modern man in their image. So in the series, humanity is a second evolution form. And
What's going on over there with Brody? I'm hearing a lot of noise coming from him.
Probably outside or something.
yeah, I lowered his volume a little bit, so there. Okay, number 11. How many seasons was it made of Stargate SG-1? A. 8, B. 12, C. 10, D. 9.
I'll just Oh wait, no, this is your turn. No, it's not. It's your turn. Oh. Uh, A final.
You said A. Brony, what do you say?
Uh, D.
B.
Hmm.
A and B ain't wrongs. Actually, see 10 seasons. It's incredible. I mean, it's a very good show. It started in 1997 and lasted to 2007. So for 10 years, it's incredible show. Okay, number 12. How many episodes was made of? Wait, right? Yeah, it is. How many episodes was it made of SG1? A 200, B 214, C 190, or D 180?
I'll say D.
I'm gonna go.
B or D?
I said 180. Choice D.
Okay, and Roy, what
I'm
do you say?
going with B.
B as a ball.
Yep.
D ain't wrong. B, ding ding ding, correct. It's actually 2014.
Sweet.
Hmm.
It's in that franchise, I believe that is a lot of episodes for last for 10 seasons. I mean, considering a lot of many shows that there is actually one show that's it's from Britain, England, Midsummer Murder. The current season that was made, it was only 4 episodes. It's weird. Most of the seasons they had made is either between 4 or 8 episodes, or even just 4 or 6 episodes for each season. I mean, it's crazy. It's very low. Okay, number 14. No, 13 was it? How many seasons was it made of Stargate Atlantis? A sequel series. Um, 8, A 8, B 4, C 6, or D 5?
Uh, B.
5.
Game Guy, what do you say?
I said B.
B ain't wrong. D 5, ding ding ding, correct. It was actually 5 seasons.
All right.
And this is the one is taking place in our own galaxy. But Atlantis is taking place in another galaxy. In Pegasus Galaxy. Okay. How many episodes was it made of Stargate Atlantis? A 118, B 100, C 150, or D 130?
Oh, I guess I'm gonna go with B.
Um,
Keep getting B's. It's a little weird.
130.
You said D. Roy, what did you say?
I said B.
B is a ball.
Yep.
Because sometimes I have to ask, because sometimes when people saying B or D, it sounds almost quite similar, so you may understand why I ask.
Yeah.
D ain't wrong. B, ding ding ding, correct. It's actually B.
Works for me. You keep getting B's and it keeps working out. I don't know what's up with that.
Number.
I didn't know you were a B, Malachi.
At least
Or,
happy that
or Swedish.
there are no bees in the winter season. If you lived like say in South Pole, no words, no bees at all, no snakes, no spiders. The only thing you have to be worried about is penguins. I mean, they're harmless.
And jokers.
Unless, well, actually, the only animal you may have to be worried otherwise is sea leopards, sea lions. They can attack you, but otherwise, no worries. If you're in North Pole, polar bears, they are dangerous if you get any near, because it actually been proven that polar bears can use tools in hunt by using block of ice for some reason. Anyways, number 17. No wait, number 15. The ancients built a city ship, and what is its name? A. Atlantis, B. Pegasus, C. Astra, or D. Galaxia, or the Galaxia.
D. I swear to
You
God,
said
these dice.
D.
Yes. I swear to God, these dices are keep giving us B's and D's. I don't know what's up with that.
All right, Ronnie, what do you say?
Galaxia.
D. Wrong. It's actually A. Atlantis. Well, technically, in their language, it's actually known as Atlantis. Except for I is U, but the city ship is actually a spaceship that looks like if it's a big city, and I think it can actually contain up to millions of people.
Game guy,
Okay, none.
B's and D's would actually be better than P's and Q's. Thankfully, we only have choices that go as far as the whole alphabet.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, considering though that I mean that depends if if there were my language, that's four more letters than the American language or alphabet. Anyways, number 16. How many movies was it made of Stargate SD1? A. 3, B. 1, C. 2, or D. 5?
Wow, I got a super D. All right, D final.
D. 5?
Yeah, he got
Ronnie, what
exactly
you
a
go?
20. So
I'm Roy's partner.
Oh, sorry. What do you say?
I said 2.
2? 5 ain't wrong. 2, ding ding ding. Correct, it's actually 2. There were actually a third movie that was already been the script had to be made, but that movie was put on the shelf indefinitely. So it is unknown if that movie will be made or not. So who knows? Okay, number 17. One of Stargate Command's first off-world allies was a race called Tok'ra, and they shared their host body with the Goa'uld symbiote. Yes or no?
no.
No.
Wrong. It's actually yes. The Tok'ra is actually they are considered as an offshoot of the main Goa'uld species. Tok'ra is actually as a reference to as Tok. It means against, and Ra. Well, is their that particular Goa'uld. So against Ra. They they share the bodies uh, with the symbiote, and they enter through the mouth willingly. Some of the humans in that can live quite a long time. I believe I believe the longest was between 2 or 400 years. And actually, here's another thing: is that the symbiote, if you were dying of terminal ill cancer and you had a symbiote, it could heal you. It can heal any type of illness, even from cancer, AIDS, you name it. All types of common human diseases. Of course, you could not, even though that when you're healed, that symbiote can leave your body and that you still be healthy. It's quite impressive. Well, if you were like a Tolkien, you wanted to do that, but if you were a Goa'uld, and under control, their power, their well, let's see, is that one thing I don't want to be. Trapped in my own mind, seeing but my own body moving, but I can't control it. That's one thing I don't want to do. Okay, next hard question, number 18. Earth managed to build the first interstellar ship, and it's called BC 303. And what year was it first built of this class? A. 2001, B. 2005, C. 2000, or D. 2003?
Okay, how about that landing on? Let me just reroll. Finally! Alright, Steve, final. You got out of your BD curse.
Wait, whose turn is it?
It's mine. And,
Ah.
Malachite's. Because Kyle did the impossible and got a trick question wrong. Don't blame me.
All right.
Um,
I'm going with C.
If you didn't hear the answer, it is 2001, 2005, 2000, or 2003.
and what you go with, Roy?
He said C, 2000.
I'll say A.
A and C ain't wrong. It's actually D, 2003. For once.
Earth's finally over.
Okay, number 19. How many BC 303 did Earth manage to build? A 1, B 5, C 10, D 15.
Let's see what this thing tells me. I'm also gonna go with C. I don't know what's going on. We keep going with the same answers.
You said C. Bronny, what you go for?
A.
You said C. Ain't wrong. It's actually A. 1. They only managed to build one of them. That ships that they actually build, they aren't actually, the first one they built was a hybrid ship between Goa'uld, Asgard, and human technology. But otherwise, it's kind of boxy shape. Okay, number 20. How big were BC 303's crew? A 25, B 100, C 115, or D 90?
I'm gonna go with C.
You go with C. Malachi, what do you go for?
Um, B.
B. Final?
Yeah.
Wrong. Exactly C. 315 people. Number 21. How
I got it
long
right.
the 303, the BC 303 in length? A 639 feet, B 350 feet, C 480 feet, or D 860 feet. I'm just saying that when I found out from one site, it was actually in meters, not in feet of length. So I had to
Roy?
convert that.
It landed on C. I don't know what's going on. The kids said landing on the same number. It's a little freaky that it keeps doing that.
What the?
That's what it wants. Let's see, final.
Is it? What the hell?
What's going on?
Great. That's leaking already. Uh, oh well. Turn it off and put it on the other one. Here we go. What do you say?
I'm going with C.
Hello? C and Brony.
Mm, A.
A. Okay, C ain't wrong. A. Ding ding ding. Correct. Is active 649 feet. Number 22. The BC-303 class spaceship was equipped with a number of railguns along its hull. How many was it equipped with? A. 8, the 8, A. 8, B. 12, C. 24, D. 18.
Um, 18.
So 18. Roy, what do you
That's
say?
my.
I'm gonna go D.
C or D?
It's a D.
B. 12.
D.
D. Same as 18. Ain't wrong. It's actually C. 24. Okay. Number
I'm just gonna wait till Roy gives his answer, and I just go for something else. Then
probably for the best.
Mm.
Number 23. Earth's earliest off-world ally, named Asgard, are from a distant galaxy and from what and from which was their original homeworld? A. Ufala, B. Hala, C. Valhalla, or D. Orilla. I'll put the names in it private so you
Looks
guys
like a
can see
back to
them.
reality. B final.
That's the Hala. You said B. Hala?
Yep.
Valhalla? Brony, what do you say?
mm, C.
C. Valhalla? B and C ain't wrong. It's actually A. Ufala. And actually, all those the names, actually is a world that it is under control of Asgard. Um, well, um at least Valhalla was never actually seen or mentioned in the show, but only mentioned in one of the books they made. And the books in the series is considered canon, which so I should mention it. So this actually A, so no points there. Number 24. In Asgard's distant past, they were like humans. They were quite tall, and how tall were they? A. 6.5 feet. B. 8.5 feet. C. 7 feet, 7.5 feet, or D. 10.5 feet.
Uh, A.
Is it A?
Yep.
Um, Malachi, what do you say?
are those the choices in the private chat?
No, that was another previous question.
Oh,
So basically, the Asgard in a distant past were like humans. They were quite tall, but how tall were they? 6.5, 8.5, 7.5, or 10.5 feet tall. Roy said A.
B.
B. Final.
Yeah.
Ain't wrong. It's actually A. 6.5 feet tall.
Sweet, I got it.
Number 25. Hard question. The Asgard race have visited Earth in its past and took humans from a region to place them on other worlds to keep them safe from the go old. From which region did they mostly visit? A. North America, B. Japan, C. Scandinavia, or D. Australia?
Where did my dice go? Oh, found it. A final. It actually landed on A. Oh yeah, it did. Look at that. Even looks like an A. Landed on a 4. I don't know what's going on. It keeps duplicating your answer.
Brony, what do you say?
Same. A.
A. Wrong. It's actually C. Scandinavia. Number 26. Asgard put transplanted humans into planets in their protected planet 3D. How many planets is part of it? A. 15, B. 27, C. 18, or D. 20?
B final.
Wait, did you say B? Did you say B or D?
I said
B.
B.
Right.
C.
18, final.
Yeah.
Wrong. Actually, B. 27.
At least I'm being logical and guessing.
Yeah. And as the Asgard literally went to Scandinavia and took the humans from Earth to many different worlds to protect them from the Goa'uld from being slaves. The Goa'uld did the same thing with humans from all over the world. They can transplant humans on different planets in order to make them to mine certain minerals. There is one substance that they were mostly required called nacra, which is a metal, which is the Stargate they made of, and that substance is even part of the Goa'uld's bloodstream in their own biology. Even criticism is used for as power source. Some humans were eventually abandoned their own survival. Some planets could have been, well, complete abandoned. Others, some eventually remained as the same stage of development of technology. Technology as the same day that arrived could be in a like Stone Age level. Others could eventually increase there to as like I don't know, like industrial age or farming age, or even as advanced. Some could have been way more advanced than even as standard of humanity Earth is. It's incredible how that happened. Okay, number 27. After the Asgard had been cloning themselves for several millennia, it had an effect on them. They short down in height, and how tall are they? A. 2 feet, B. 4 feet, C. 5 feet, or D. 3 feet?
C final.
C.
D.
5 feet. Ronnie, did you say?
D.
D. For 3 feet.
Mm-hmm.
C. Ain't wrong. D. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's actually 3 feet tall. If you guys have seen this so-called Roswell gray aliens, right?
I haven't.
I mean, have you seen those short gray aliens with the big black eyes and tiny arms?
I can visualize them.
That is how the Asgard is resembles as the after they've been cloning themselves. The reason why they clone themselves is centuries ago in the series they will suffer from a plague, which caused them to at least only 10% of the remaining population to be viable for continue as their species, but 75% died, and the almost other 30%, I believe, was uh, sterile. So 10% was not enough for to maintain their species. So the only option they had was cloning. So in a way, their cloning was another way to achieve immortality. So after they've done that for, I believe it was 1,000 years or so, they lost the ability to reproduce natural way. So in order to maintain their species, like if one Asgard died, they can download their minds into a computer and therefrom to download it for a new body, an exact copy of itself. So if one can copy itself for 20, 40, or maybe 50 times course of its life. So eventually they lost the ability to natural way. So um, it's one of the most devastating. They actually found one of their earliest ancestors before the time of the cloning, hoping his DNA could reverse that damage. But unfortunately, it didn't. Until they did mass suicide by blowing themselves up with along their planet. I'm not kidding. They literally blow up the entire planet along them. Oh, but yeah. So, okay, number 28. What is the average lifespan of an Asgard race? A. 120 years. B. 250 years. C. 400 years. Or D. 380 years.
Uh, D final.
D.
Yeah.
Malachi, what do you say? Excuse me.
Where did he go with?
He goes with D. 380.
I'll say C.
Final.
Yes.
D ain't wrong. C. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's actually 400 years, which is the average lifespan. Is It's kind of incredible how long they actually live so long. Okay, number 29. At what year were the SG1 member Daniel Jackson born? A. 1965, B. 1965, C. 1970, or D. 1975?
B final.
B.
Yeah.
Brony, what do you say?
Same.
Ding 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 ding. Correct. It's actually B. 1965. Number 30. In what year were the Stargate on Earth rediscovered? A. 1950, B. 1928, C. 1942, or D. 1890? Let's see.
Really? He got a
C.
1. No, it gave me a
Bruh.
super A. Alright, A final.
Mm. Uh, A. Final.
Both on A?
No, no. Oh, um, no. I'll I'll say D instead. I'll say D.
D and A ain't wrong. It's actually B. 1928. The gate was actually buried in Giza after a rebellion against Ra. So Number 31, trick question. Did Earth join the Protected Planet Treaty? Yes or no?
Yes.
What do you say, Edo, Brony?
Mm, no.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. Correct. Exactly yes.
I had a feeling.
Number 32.
Possibly.
Then this is actually a planet, but they don't have any like real names like say Earth, Mars. There's only like letters and numbers. This is how they presented the planets by affairs as official names, but until they was given any other names. Okay, number 32. From which planet are the gold species originally from? A. P3 PX3 595, B. PX P3X 888 38, or C. P8X 412, or D. P8C 441. Well, I still told you that was just number letters. I will put that in a private chat so you guys can see what I meant.
There we go. All right, see you final.
You said C. Uh, Starry, what do you say?
D.
D or B?
D as in dumbbell.
All right. Um, wait. Roy, what do you say? Did you say C?
I did say C.
D and C? Wrong. It's actually B. Number 33. How many dynasties was it in the Gold Empire before it fell? A. 4. B. 5. C. 2. D. 3.
B. Final.
D.
Is it B? Brony, you said the same?
D.
Mm-hmm.
B. Wrong. It's actually D. 3. Number
Got
34.
it right.
Hard
You said
question.
D.
Wait, what?
Brian
Did
got it
anyone else
right.
see? Ah, okay. I thought you thought both said B. All
No,
right.
he said D. He said
Oh,
it.
okay. Number 34. Hard question. How fast could Stargate Command's first interstellar BC-303 space ship travel in speed? A. 85,000 miles per second. B. 98 miles, 89, 98,000 miles per second. C. 110,000 miles per second. Or D. 94,000 miles per second.
Uh, D.
You said B, D.
I said D.
B as a bee or D as a dog?
D as in dog.
Ah, okay. Malachi, please say.
Say B. As in
B and
buzz.
B and D, wrong. Actually C, 110,000 miles, thousand miles per second.
Culver, where are you when we need you?
Jeez.
Yeah,
He
so you,
prob he prob he probably middle finger me off anyway, like he always does.
yeah, so he can replace Malak and then be your new partner. Oh my god. Okay, number
I
35.
wouldn't. I wouldn't trust that crazy muskrat within an inch of my life.
Hmm. Number 45. The race Unity is a race of blue crystal life form from the planet P3X562. And what is the environment like? The A. Desert, B. Jungle, C. Mountains, or D. Plains? Excuse me.
Uh, A.
You did A. Um, Brony, what do you say?
Mm, A.
A. Desert. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's actually a desert. Number 46. A steward member Tilk is not a human, and from which species does he belong to? A. Jaffa, B. Asgard, C. Tok'ra, or D. Unas?
Uh, Asgard.
I'm gonna go with C.
C.
Yep.
B and C. Wrong. It's actually Jaffa or Jaffa. Jaffa is like they look as normal human, except for one small detail. Is that they had a punch what they kept like keep infant gold symbiote until it's mature enough to take a host. And if they
J-
lose one of those, they will eventually die because the gold symbiote acts as the symbiote as a Jaffa's uh, immune system.
Jaffa?
Yeah, Jaffa or Jaffa. That depends how people call it. Okay, number 37. At what year were Teal'c born? A. 1899, B. 1960, C. 1900, or D. 1920?
I'm going with D.
B or D?
D.
D as a dog?
Yes.
Alright, 1920. Brony, what do you say?
C.
Both go D and C, and wrong's actually A. 1820, 1899. He's technically, as the right now, he would be 124 years old. Actually, he is much older than that because he and his team were trapped on one of those spaceships they had in a time dilation field for 50 years. So he is 174 years old. Average lifespan for Jaffa is between, I would say, maybe 120, perhaps even 180. But who knows? One number 80 number 38. Teal'c used to serve a Goa'uld as his first commander, and which Goa'uld was it? A. Ra, B. Cronus, C. Apophis, or D. Sogar?
Whose turn is it? Yours, I'm
Yours.
pretty sure.
Mine and yours.
All right, I'm going with B.
I'll say D.
D, a stalker.
Mm.
B and D ain't wrongs. Actually, C, Apophis.
I'm
Who
getting
was actually.
deja vu.
Yeah. And Apophis was actually SD1's main nemesis for quite a while until he was eventually killed off. Anyways, number 39, trick question. Did Stargate Command manage to kill their first sworn enemies? Apophis, yes or no? Ah, shit.
No.
What do you say, though, Game Guy and Brony?
Brony, you go first.
No.
I'm gonna go with yes.
Yes, ding ding ding, correct, they did. Took a while for them to do that. Number 40. Earth built a new class of intergalactic ship called BC 304. It also has another name, and what is it? A. Delos, B. Asgard, C. Odyssey, or D. Atlantis?
I'm gonna go with A.
C.
B and A. B ain't wrong. A. Ding 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 ding, correct. It's
I
actually
didn't say
Delos.
B.
I said C.
I thought you
Wait,
said
no, I
A.
didn't. Wait, what did I go with? You said A.
Yeah,
Oh, did
you
I?
said A, and I said C. I didn't say B.
Wait, why did I think I said C? I don't know. I'm
I don't know,
tired.
because it sounded like to me as you said A.
I don't even know what the hell I said. I'm so
Yeah, you
confused
did.
right
I
now.
heard you.
Tired and whatever. Whatever.
Well, get
Sorry.
well, you get the
I'm
point,
going
anyways.
with what he says. He's not
Number
helpful.
41. How many BC 304 was built? A. 5, C. 7, B. 4, D. 6.
C.
Uh, B. 7.
I said C.
Oh, C. 4. Okay. Brony, what do you say?
B.
B. 7.
Mm.
B and C ain't wrong. It's actually D. 6. The thing is about this, the first one they actually built was had the class was is named Deadless class, but the first one they built actually got the name Deadless. Okay, number 42. When were the first BC 304 first built? A. 2008, B. 2004, C. 2005, or D. 2007?
B.
B. Um,
Yep.
since Malachite is muted, and I'm
I said 2007.
okay. D and B ain't wrong. It's actually C to 2005, and I will be muted there for a little bit.
All right. I don't know what was up with the first part of that quiz where we kept getting the same answers. I don't know.
Like, what the hell, man?
Apparently, we're so close to each other that even our roles are alike. Weird, because my throwing strength is usually pretty strong, so I don't know what's up with that. It's probably just a coincidence.
Yo, Kyle. I'm Yeah, man. Ciao, man.
Coincidence. Why do I feel so tired? Beats me. Oh,
Sorry about my mother interruption.
feel how cold this thing is, by the way. Oh my god, that thing's freezing. Yeah, I actually felt really good. It's just pretty hot out. I tell ya. You know what never made sense to me? Whatever shows would make like a kid version of itself. Like they'll make the characters like really young for some reason, and it's always terrible.
Whew, I'm back. Oh, my stomach isn't really fun to me today. Oh. Okay, okay, number 43. Who turns is it?
Mine.
Yeah,
Okay,
Game Guy and Brony are the odd questions.
alright. Stargate Command encountered a humanoid race called Nox. They are known to have a long lifespan, and how long is it? A. 200 years, B. 500 years, C. 300 years, or D. 600 years.
I'm gonna go with D final.
600 years?
Yep.
Bonnie,
A.
what do you say? What?
A.
820 years?
Mm.
A and D ain't wrong. Actually, B. 500 years. It's quite a long time, though. But the question is, if we want to live that long, personally, hmm, who knows? Maybe. Trick question number 44. Would Nox help anyone in a fight? Yes or no?
No.
Yes.
No, ding ding ding. Correct. They wouldn't. They are a complete pacifist. They don't even believe in violence. Even if
I
their
think
own
you got
world,
that right.
even if their own world was in jeopardy, but they in fact has had one fast evolved ability. They can make the whole themselves and even one of their floating cities completely invisible. They had an actual. That means they actually have a natural ability to make a whole city, perhaps even a whole planet if they're strong enough. But who knows? 45. How long is the BC 304 spaceship in length? A. 738 feet, B. 350 feet, C. 540 feet, or D. 480 feet.
B.
You said B.
Yep.
Um, C. C as in cheddar.
Cheddar? Yuck. Who can even eat that?
My mom
That's
can.
I know, and I don't even really like cheddar much. Not even like
I.
cheddar cheese flavored popcorn. Ugh, that's the worst. Like tastes like
Caramel
old.
popcorn's the better one.
I'd rather eat normal. I'd rather eat normal popcorn flavor, maybe with butter, but cheddar cheese, ugh, tastes like old shoes, literally. But you said uh, C and B, right?
Yeah.
And wrong. It's actually A, 738 feet. Number 46. Hard question. Actually, it was actually Game Guy and Brony's question you took.
You didn't tell us.
Well, I
I
guess
thought
we'll
you
skip
wouldn't.
this one then.
I mean, I thought you
We're me
know.
and Roy even questions.
Well, you went on the first one before then, 45. Anyways, hard question number 46. How fast can Earth's BC 304 spaceship fly in speed? A.
Well,
120,000 miles per second. B. 110 miles 110,000 miles per second. C. 130,000 miles per second. Or D. 150,000 miles per second.
hold it. Uh, Roy, do you think you're be fair to have the other two answer this one and the next one so they can make up and be where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, sure.
Right? What do you say, though?
I'm going with C.
Brony, what do you say?
B.
D as a dog?
I say B.
B. Okay. B and C ain't wrong. It's actually D. 150,000 miles per second. Number 47. How big is Earth's BC 304's crew? A. 150. B. 100. C. 120. Or D. 200.
Okay. C.
Okay. Brony, what do you say?
A.
A and C ain't wrong. It's actually D. 200. Number 48. Here we go. Earth encountered an aquatic humanoid race called Ons. They're a long-lived species. And how long is their lifespan? A. 500 years. B. 900 years. C. 5,000 years. Or D. 1,000 years.
A.
I'm tempted to go with the highest. Um, mm, I I feel like 5,000 might be a bit too long. I'm gonna go with C.
C. Final.
Yeah,
And you said B, right? 900.
I thought I heard him say
I
A.
said A.
A. 500. A ain't wrong. C. Ding ding ding. Corrected. Actually, 5,000 years as average lifespan. That's incredible long. I mean, this species, um,
You know
for us
what's?
human,
Can I say something real quick, Swish?
what?
I
Oh,
I logically thought that 5,000 was a bit too long, and I don't know why I swapped 5,000 with 1,000, thinking 1,000 was choice C, but then I said choice C, and I forgot to know that that was number 5,000, and that was just random.
yeah. I mean, for like, as for the Nox, they live for 500 years. They age almost like as we do, because they became a mature age of about 18. But the Ons, they don't reach the maturity until age 200. So if, like, say, if in Game Guy was part of their species, he would have been considered as an mature adult at age 200. So by now, he would have considered as still as a kid, considering that. So they, I mean, in the current in the Stargate franchise, this is a species that has the only, as far as I know, the longest lifespan, and a lot of this information was never mentioned in the shows, except from the role play games books, which also is considered canon. Okay, number 49. The ancients built a spaceship which they named Destiny. Its purpose was to go to worlds where Stargate had been placed in other galaxies, but when was it launched from Earth? A. 5 million years ago. B. 15 million years ago. C. 60 million years ago. Or D. 25 million years ago.
Well, I got a super A, which means I got a 1. So, A final.
Brony, what do you
B.
say? B and A ain't wrong. Actually, C, 60 million years ago.
Super A was wrong again.
Number number 50. How many seasons did they made of Stargate Universe? A, 3, B, 4, C, 2, or D, 8? This is actually one of the other sequel series that they made. I think that's one of the recent ones.
You can be. I also rolled a 1. How did you roll the same number that I? I don't
Well, your
know.
Bruh.
brothers.
I don't think we're that close. Oh, my heart.
You're close to each other like white on rice.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, dude. I don't get it. Right. A final.
Choices.
A, 3, B, 4, C, 2, D, 8.
4.
Alright, and you said A, so A and B ain't wrong, it's actually C, 2. Here is some of this. They were supposed to be in a first season, but unfortunately, the show what went canceled after the second season. But they continued the series with a comic book series only for I think it was about 5 or 6 comics. It's supposed to be like a continuous of it, which is also canon. So number 51. How many episodes was it made of Stargate Universe? A, 80, B, 40, C, 60, or D, 100?
B.
B, Brony, you say
Yep.
100.
100? D ain't wrong. B, ding ding ding, correct. It's actually 40 episodes. Number 52. This is another Stargate series, but this one is not considered as canon at all. There is a cartoon animated Stargate series called Stargate Infinity. When was it broadcasted? A, 2002, B, 2005, or C, 2007, or D, 2000?
C.
C, 2007?
Yeah.
D.
2000?
Mm-hmm.
B and D ain't wrong. It's actually 2002. And why I know it is not considered canon, it was actually one of the creators of the original Stargate SG-1 that made the comment, "This is not canon." There is actually even another series that is a development, but hasn't even given any official title, and the production of it had been well, let's say it's been put on hold since COVID happened. And all the series was actually even it's an American Canadian show, but all of them was actually made in Canada. So number 53. How many episodes was it made of Stargate Infinity? A, 35, B, 28, C, 26, or D, 40?
A.
You said A. What do you say, Brony?
Mhm.
D.
D. 40.
Mm-hmm.
For the A and D, wrong. Actually, C. 26. And it was only one season. It was cancelled after it just so low ratings. Like, not many views on the people watched it. I actually seen it. I actually have that season on first on DVD, so I can see it whenever I want to. Number 54. On the planet Sumera, the planet Earth is protected by a device and what is known as A. Odin's shield, B. Tyr's helmet, C. Thor's hammer, or D. Heimdall's horn. Tyr is another of those Asgard, even old Norse gods name.
Kyle. Yeah. You know how you rolled a 4 last time? I rolled a 4 too.
Um, if I had to be logical with this one, Trish, I think A and C sound the most likely, but the one I'm kind of
Well,
leaning towards, the one I'm kind of leaning towards is C.
I guess I'm going with A.
All right, you go with A, and you go with
C.
C. A ain't wrong. C. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's actually C.
Yes.
And Samira is actually one of those protected planets part of treaty. Um, there's another part of this that when they ask those people on those planets can actually reach when they can go to one particular sacred place, they will receive a recording that of a holographic recording of other the god that's protecting the planet, like for Odin or like that. But those recordings actually appears as a human, not as themselves. They will eventually reveal themselves to the people when they're wise enough, advanced enough to even understand, to grasp understanding who the river actually is. And most of the planets are could have been under early development, or like Stone Age or Bronze Age, or like that. Okay, number 55. How big is the planet Samira's population? A. 25,000, B. 18,000, C. 10,000, or D. 50,000?
I'm gonna go with D.
D. 50,000?
Yep.
Right? What do you go, Brownie? Brownie. Earth the Brownie. He said A. So A and D ain't wrong. It's actually C. 10,000. Number 56. Trick question. Is there a race that's invisible to human eye? Yes or no?
No.
Uh, yes.
Yes, ding ding ding, correct. This actually is. Number
Huh?
57. After Goa'ul's attempt to conquer Semira and was driven off by Asgard, they left behind an Asgard to teach the people to rebuild and new things. And which Asgard was it? A. Heimdall. B. Tyr. C. Odin. D. Hermod. Hermod. Or Hermod. Or Hermod, how you pronounce it. This is the name of the options you can go for. So what you say though, game guy, Brony?
I went with C.
This is game guys, not Roy's question.
I was the one that said that.
Ah. Is it B or D?
I said C.
C.
D.
You good?
Brony, what do you say?
D.
D. C and D ain't wrong. Actually, wait. C, that's wrong. D is correct. Number 58. Trick question. Ah, shoot. Anyways, the Asgard can transfer the minds to a new body, but can they store the minds in crystals? Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
Yes, ding ding ding, correct. Is actually do. They the the Asgard use crystals as like we do with ships and wires.
Um, on the show, are the crystals just one color, or differently colored?
Um, well, the Asgard use complete white crystals, but the Goa'uld they use different colors, like blue, green, no wait, red, blue, orange, like that. But they can even be complete blue as well. Also depends on which culture, which race they're using. Even Earth's ships, both are actually um use crystals, not wires or well, do some wires, but the hyperdrive in human ships and Asgard ships use crystals as a power source and all that. But who knows? Maybe in the future we might do the same thing. Anyways, number 59. There is an Asgard that went rogue, and what is his name? A. Odin. B. Tyr. C. Heimdall. Or D. Loki.
Kyle. I got the same number as you again. How do you keep doing this? Okay, this is
Well,
starting to get a little scary now.
well, this is actually Game Guy and Roy Bronu's question.
What number is
Why
it?
did you roll with my
59.
I thought it was my turn.
Is number 59.
I don't get it. Alright, D final.
C.
I just rolled it for fun. I said D.
D. Loki. All right.
Yeah.
Brony, what do you say for
D.
Loki? Ding ding ding. Correct. It's actually Loki. He is the only Asgard that went complete rogue. He is actually a geneticist. He studied DNA. He believed that human DNA could help stabilize the Asgard DNA, since after so many times of cloning for so long, their DNA had been degenerated over time. And since human DNA were quite similar to Asgard's DNA before they started cloning, he did make some kind of progress, but yeah, eventually was caught. He was actually the one that cloned Jack O'Neill. And as the name Loki, hence the perfect, since in the Norse mythology, Loki is a god of mischiefs. So it first fits perfectly fine for that. Including in some like the adventure movies. Same thing. Okay, number 60. Hard question. One of the planets within the protected planets treaty is called Sworin. The planet was hit by a disaster and that had killed the majority of the planet of the population. And what was the cause? A. Virus. B. War. C. Alien bug. Or D. Comet impact.
B.
B. War.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll say I'm leaning towards either A or D, because those two also sound likely. Um,
Mm-hmm.
well, this is sci-fi. I'll I'll mm, I'll take a limb shot and say virus.
A and B. Wrong. It's actually C. Alien bug. You know, here's the reason. Since the planet had several wars. In the last known war on the planet was in the late 1700s according to Earth calendar. But the planet was never they never depleted any of the planet's resources, and this bug actually kind of resembles a dragonfly. It came from another world, since this planet had a Stargate but didn't have any form of protected like most others in the treaty, like Semira had a fourth hammer. Because they go old, they weren't aware of this planet. So a small team went to this a different planet, and he was stung by an alien bug, which released a retrovirus that transformed his own DNA into this alien bug. So,
So,
so
so the
basically,
choice, so the choice I said was partially part of what happened.
yeah, basically. So, yeah, so instead for normally this when this bug is stung something on back on its own planet, only one of those bugs been uh, came out for the host body, but for a human, 8 or 10 came out. So only one stung is required to have your body to be in your own DNA to transform in or reverse into the alien DNA. Okay, number 61. How big were the planet's Svorin's population during the late 1990s after disaster? A. 5 million. B. 900,000. B. C. 8 million. Or D. 9 million.
B.
9 million?
Yeah.
Brony, what do you say?
D.
D. 9 million? Wrong. It's actually B. 900,000. 900,000 that remains of hundreds of millions.
I said
Unless
B.
in
So,
ah,
right about that.
because I thought it was a B, there's a D. Hmm. Um, in less than 1 year, when this alien came to the planet, hundreds of millions of population, but after just 1 year, it's only 900,000. Here's another thing: the planet they didn't have the basic understanding of genetics and microbiology, molecular molecular genetics, something like that. So a simple bug killed almost entire planet's white population from hundreds of millions to barely 1 billion. So number 62, trick question. Does the own species reach majority of age 200? Yes or no?
Yep.
No.
Yes, they do. I did mention earlier. Okay, number 63. In Pegasus Galaxy, there is a humanoid race called Wraith. They are a different color on their blood. And what color is it? A. Black. B. Blue. C. Purple. Or D. Green.
C.
Purple?
Yep. Purple.
What do you say though, Brony?
A.
B. Blue?
Blue.
B and D, B and C, wrong. It's actually A. Black. Number 64. The Wraith doesn't feed on normal food. They feed on something else. What is it? A. Blood. B. Brain. C. Human life for life energy. Or D. Livers.
Hmm. Uh,
What?
A.
Right? Malachite, what do you say?
Fiance, Sinos. What are the choices?
A. Blood. B. Brain. C. Human life energy. Or D. Livers.
And what did he say?
That's an A.
Uh, B.
Final?
Yeah.
A and B. Wrong. It's actually C. Human life energy.
I mean, thing is, isn't blood the life energy of humans anyway?
Um, yeah, I don't know exactly, but here's the thing.
Not really.
Well, technically, since here's the thing. Um, the Wraith can actually eat normal human food to a certain age, but after that, they can't. Well, they can, but they can't survive from it. So let's say this: if a Wraith put they feeding on they put a hand because on their hands they had this like a I guess like a small opening. They put the hand on a human's chest and it drains like the energy from the body itself. Say if Roy was put in that after they're done, he would look like if he has had aged to almost from maybe as a 90 or 100 years old, like very wrinkled, like an old man, white hair, and he would be dead. That is a line of the line final result how it happened. They if if they feed one human and if you fire even if you had shot maybe say 10 rounds on him and he has access to a human, he can literally drain that energy and feel and heal the wounds. So in practically they're almost immortal. They can live for 10 or maybe 40,000 years on that. But they majority of the humans they attack human worlds to call them for the food, and sometimes they spend centuries in hibernation. So they can go 5, maybe 6, or maybe 1,000 years until next time that they try to call in for human. Because the reason why they in hibernation is so that they wait so the galaxies had been repopulated with humans. Because humans is the main food source for them. If there's enough humans, there will be no food for them to survive on. That would mean they will fight against each other for any available resources. So, life from a human, I don't exactly how it works, but I think it's like I think it's mentioned like the chemical energy or electric energy forms in a body, but I'm not so certain. They never actually been exact clear how it worked. But anyways, number 65. The humanoid race known as Stargate has a different color on its blood. What color is it? B. Blue. A. Blue. B. Purple. C. Black. D. Green.
A.
Blue?
Oi,
Uh,
it's my turn, isn't it?
yeah, it is. No, wait.
Oops.
No, it's actually
Sorry.
65 is an even number, odd number. So it is Game Guy and Bronies.
Oh. My God, I'm losing my track of time over here. Yeah, I'm going with
So
A.
you, Brony, what do you say? Mr. Brony.
Need a drink?
Brony, are you alive or not?
Brody! Well, Brony's dead.
What you do, Roy?
Beats me.
Brony.
C.
You said C, and I said A. A and C, and wrong. It's actually B, purple.
I brought him back. That's what I did.
Number 66. The humanoid race known as Unas has a different color on its blood, and what color does it have? A. Yellow. B. Green. B. Wait. Not 2B, but. Come on. A. Yellow. B. Gray. C. White. Or D. Green.
White.
Alright, you said C. Roy, what do you say?
Oh, I'm gonna have to re-roll. Hold on. Did I get the same number twice? Oh my God! Stop it for BCs! I don't know how he re-rolled the same number 3 times in a row, but I guess that's just Roy's luck. Thank you. Oh my God. Alright, D, final.
What?
I'm going with D.
D. C ain't wrong. D. Green. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's actually green blood. The Unas is kind of looks like a reptile in appearance, but they're also from the same planet as the Goa'uld species. So they literally share the same planet. They were also the first species to be used as a host for the Goa'uld before they discovered humanity. Number 67, trick question. Are the Asgard known as Odin the main leader of the Asgard race? Yes or no?
Brony, you go first. It's yes or no, so.
The question is if Odin, the Asgard known as Odin, if he is the main leader of the Asgard. Yes or no?
I'm gonna guess yes.
Brony. Pluto the Brony. He isn't muted or hasn't put in a private chat either, so. Sally Acorn Queen says hi in the comments. Hello. Even though no one is watching anymore. Hmm. So, well, you said yes, Game Guy.
Yeah.
Wrong. It's actually no. Even though in the Norse mythology, Odin, which is the main god of the Asgard, so can understand why some people would assume that. Okay, number 68. The race known as Il- Illimperi can't be taken as a host by the Goa'uld, and what it was then, but it was another race who made it possible, and which one was it? A. The Ancients, B. Nox, C. Asgard, or D. Furlings.
C.
Uh, B.
Um, you said
I said B as in Bolin.
Roy said
I said C.
C. Asgard.
Yep.
B and C ain't wrong. It's actually A. The Ancients. The Furlings, well, I don't know how they will look like. They have been mentioned in the show a few times, but never actually seen them. Sometimes people assume that they look like Ewoks, like from the Star Wars, but who knows? Okay, number 69. The race known as Imperi is said to have a certain color of its blood. What color is it? A. White. B. Blue. C. Yellow. D. Green.
C?
You said C?
I did say C.
Brony? And he's not available again. Well, you said C. Ding 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 ding. Correct. It's actually yellow.
Sweet.
Number 70. Hard question. When SC-1 went to a planet known as Altair, they encountered the last native named Harlan. He had been alone for a long time. And how long was it until he met the SC-1? A. 5,200 years. B. 11,000 years. C. 9,800 years. Or D. 8,500 years.
You kidding me?
I'll
Give me a
s-
2.
Would that count as A or B?
That's A.
All right.
um, I'll say the longest one I can think of. So I'll say B.
A ain't wrong. B, ding ding ding, correct. 11,000 years. Slight thing about it, Harlan, he wasn't actually, well, living like biological creature. He was actually an android. Well, his people were humans, but but the planet was suffering from the biosphere of the planet was dying. So they transferred the minds into android bodies. So 11,000 years on one planet, that's a long time. Okay, number 71. At what year did Stargate Command finally defeat their main enemy, Gold Empire? A. 2001, B. 2008, C. 2004, or D. 2005?
Mm.
This is for Game Guy and Brony.
Roy, guess what happened?
A.
I got a 2. What? Why did you get the same score as me? I don't know what's going on here, man. It's like the third time that this happened. This is getting a little weird. I don't know what's going on here. Cool. All right. Whatever. Awesome. A final.
Brony. Brony.
Brony.
They put A in the private chat. Oh yeah, look at that. He did.
Is it A? Ain't wrong, it's actually D. 2005. Number 72. The people of Altair formed an off-world colony. Even older, all of them were androids. How big is their population? A. 8,000. B. 500. C. 50,000. Or D. 10,000.
I'll say D.
I'm going with B.
Is it D? 10,000? Yeah,
I
Malachi.
said B.
Yes, I did.
D ain't wrong. And you said B, Roy?
Yep.
Ding ding ding, correct. It's actually 500. You know, even if one of them would be damaged, like say almost like die, it would be permanent because they don't have the technology to build new copies of themselves or transfer, since the creator of that technology died at some early on afterwards that technology was invented. And it's kind of sad what happened. So if these people die able to last on the species, unless they can be transferred minds to biological ways like the Asgards did. Anyways, number 73, trick question. Did the ancients found a sign of intelligence pattern in the cosmic background radiation? Yes or no?
I said no.
What do you say, Brony? Both said no. Wrong. Actually, yes. You see, in the Stargate universe, it was revealed that the ancients they discovered a pattern, some intelligent pattern of some sort of structure deep within the cosmic background radiation from the time of beginning of universe like 13 billion years ago. So how that's even possible? Who knows? And what kind of message? No one knows. Because over time, the message was became fragmented. That was the main reason why they launched Destiny in the first place. To put up, to find more the pieces in order to figure out what the message were. Okay, number 74. The Asgard built a new class of spaceship, which named O'Neill class after Jack O'Neill. And how long is it? A. 2,580 feet. B. 3,820 feet. C. 4,950 feet. Or D. 4,921 feet.
I'm going B.
C.
B and C ain't wrong. It's actually D. Okay.
Don't you find that a bit off that you put one that's over 2,000, one that's over 3,000, but you put two that's over 4,000?
Well, 2 was actually around over 4,000. A was 2,500. 3 and B was 3,800. So C and D were around 4,900, both of them. Anyways, number 75. When a BC 304 travels from Milky Way to Pegasus, how much time does it take to travel between the galaxies? A. 5 days. 3 weeks. B. 3 weeks. C. 2 months. Or D. 1 week.
A.
You said A? 5 days? 5
Yep.
days? Brony, what do you say? It's either 5 days, 3 weeks, 2 months, or 1 week. He said C. A and C ain't wrong. Actually, B. 3 weeks. Number 76. The Asgard's old mothership known as Ballisner. How long were they? A. 3,580 feet. B. 2,540 feet. C. 3,980 feet. Or D. 4,593 feet.
Wait, is it me and Braun's turn?
No, this is actually game guy Roy and Malakite's question.
Where? Right.
I'll say D.
You said
Oh.
B?
No, D.
I'm
D.
gonna go with B.
B ain't wrong. D. Ding correct. It's actually 4,593 feet long. Number 77. The race known as Wraith sometimes spends centuries in hibernation. Yes or no? God dang it.
Brony, you go first.
He said yes.
I'll go with no.
Yes, ding, correct, they do. Number 78. What is the
I like how
minimum?
Brony's answering the questions in the private chat, but I can hear him having the shuffle and about through here. unmuted.
Okay, number 78. What was the minimum crew on board a Listener class ship? A 10, B 5, C 1, D 8.
Aboard the mothership?
One of the old mothership, Beliskner.
I'll go with 8.
Is it 8?
It sounds
Roy, what
more
do you say?
likely.
I'm going with A.
10 and 8 ain't wrong, it's actually C, only 1.
That's messed up.
Well, I mean, the Asgards are really advanced species. And they literally can, well, I don't know exactly, but that maybe depends on uh, how advanced or I mean, they control everything from just the control room or the bridge. So, number 79. What was the minimum crew on board the BC 304 class ship? What are the Earth's second class that they built? A 4, B 8, C 5, D 3. This is Brony and Game Guys question.
A.
He said A 4. Brony, what do you say? He said A 4. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's actually only 4. Number 80. Stargate Command built a base on a planet they called P4X351 and was located some light years from Earth. And how many light years? A. 85, B. 21, C. 48, or D. 1200.
Uh, I'll say A.
B.
A. Ain't wrong. B. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's only 21 light years away. Number 81, the last question for Game Guy and Roy. I let Game Guy and Brony. Stargate Command had a base on a planet called Gamma Site, and it was located some distant to Earth in how many light years? A. 1200, B. 50, C. 24,000, or D. 12,000.
C.
He said C. Brony said C. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's actually C. 24,000 light years. Well, look like Game Guy, Roy, and you win. Surprising.
Nice.
So the question is, what is next topic to do next time?
Video games. I swear I want to do it with Game Guy like we've said.
Well,
Let's give Metal Knight some closure. Let's do that video game quiz.
well, that means Game Guy had to come up with 60 questions himself.
No.
Ink
You
is up.
had.
Well, is there any other questions that we didn't use?
We used every single one of them. I can't come up with 60 more.
All right, then we will take Malachi's all the 60 he has. If he can add some more.
But
You can always
the thing is, he said that you and Brony and them weren't really technically paying attention when he did them, so he said he was going to keep his.
It was reason, but the reason why I was just I was talking to Figol at the same time, so and I was a bit tired.
So I think we can also redo his questions if he still has them. Just to be fair, because from that backwards quiz, he wanted to co-host with me. So, me and him doing 120. I'm hoping he still has his 60.
Well, if he has, we can always make that one to next time, since that one originally first one was deleted. So
Yeah, fair enough. That it that would be fair enough.
Yeah, I've still got mine.
Okay.
all right.
Um. Also, Swedish, I do want to talk to you shortly afterwards on Discord about something.
All right. I mean, I was about to end the stream anyway, so
All right.
well, this was interesting to see of how you guys could came up with these answers, despite never seeing the show.
I was only being logical with my guesses of choices.
Hmm. Well, everyone, this has been interesting. So until next game show stream, well, that's I can tell you right. I can't tell you right now since maybe end of the month or maybe next month. Who knows? Right now, I really have no idea. But there will be
Well,
just a
more
normal
next
stream
week.
tomorrow. Next week, maybe. We'll see. So tomorrow there will just be a normal stream. If not, well, that may understandable if it happens. Well, it has been fun. So as always, Switch Diablo signing off. Bye.
Bye.
またね、皆さん。
Goodbye.